This morning, the flags of India went up on the roof of the King David Hotel, and I saw it from my veranda, from my mirpeset. What is mirpeset in English? A balcony. It was an extraordinary moment. 4 beautiful flags, 3 Israeli flags, and for me, this is the accomplishment of a way that I went over, I would say, 60 years now. My interest in India started when I was a young boy in the early 1950s, when Israel was a small, poor, hungry country, and David Ben-Gurion made one of his famous speeches speaking of India, as if Israel's main problem then was India. Israel's problem was hunger. It was housing hundreds of thousands of refugees coming from the Arab countries who had expelled them. It was an epidemic of polio, terrible thing. Thousands of Israelis got paralyzed. And he spoke of India and China. And he said, it is essential for the Jewish people to reach out to the great civilizations of the East because they will become the superpowers of the future very soon. For Ben-Gurion, things were very soon. It was made in 51, 52, I don't remember. What I do remember is the anger of my madrich, my teacher in the Jewish youth group near Kiva, David Cohen, brother of the more famous filmmaker Arthur Cohen, who was angry and who told us this is scandalous. Ben-Gurion, who is suppressing religion in Israel, is now speaking of India. I didn't follow him. India stayed in my mind, and I kept looking for India after India. So this is my personal way to India. Let me, I think I have 3 minutes left. Let me make 2 comments about the issue about India. What is the most surprising achievement of India that no one of you mentioned? It's India's unity. Nobody believed that. When Ben-Gurion spoke of India, Winston Churchill said India is not a country, it's just a geographic concept. It's nothing else. It will never be a country. During decades, India was struggling with its minorities. There were lots of separatist movements, and the general opinion in the West was India is not going to make it. India made it at the time when every other multinational grouping collapsed. The Soviet Union collapsed. The much wanted Arab unity disappeared. Europe is tottering. And the one other country that holds together is China, holds together thanks to, among others, repression and censorship, which is, by the way, getting worse. I was in China a few weeks ago, gave a few speeches. I was a bit depressed. Things are getting worse. But China is holding together. But India is a unique case. Second thing I wanted to say, it was slightly touched upon by our 2 CEOs, is India's entering the Middle East. Now, I was alert. I don't know much about the Middle East. I'm not an expert of the Arab situation, but I am interested in the way Arabs and Iranians look at India. There is a deep respect for India. There's a respect that goes back thousands of years. The great Arab historians or travelers of the 12th century, even Battuta and others, were in India. They respect India. Arabs look at India in a very different way from the way they look at the United States, look at Europe. Europe is leaving more or less. America, if you are an Arab or an Iranian, are you sure America will be around in 100 years, 50 years? No one can say, but India will be around. India has been around for 2,000 years, and India cannot be ignored. And this is why I believe India could be playing a growing role in the Middle East situation, and the Arabs will listen. The Iranians are listening. So I have hope for the future. I know Indian diplomacy doesn't like to hear that. I said this to Ambassador Kapoor's predecessor. He said, yes, they listen to us because they don't say anything to them. If they would say anything to them, they wouldn't listen. I think things are changing. Thank you for coming here. Enjoy the book. Of course,